Okay, boys and girls, welcome to part 3. So you should have your paper set up with your 3 T-charts: elapsed time unknown, end unknown, and start unknown. And you notice at the bottom I've added some start and end times to this first one, a start and an elapsed time here, and an elapsed time and an end time here. So those are the problems that we're going to be solving together. Okay, so for this one, we have a start time of 1:22 p.m. So up here, remember, we write time. And on the right, we write minutes / hours. Okay, and my start time, it tells me, is 1:22 p.m. So I'm going to write that here, 1:22. Okay, and we are trying to get to 3:45 p.m. So I've got to ask myself, how can I get from 22 to 45? Well, I know 2 plus 3 equals 5, so I'm going to start there. So I'm going to add my 3 minutes. That's going to put me at 1:25, because 1:22 plus 3 minutes would put me at 1:25. Okay, so now I've got to get to 45. So I'm going to add 10 minutes. And now I'm at 1:35. And 10 more minutes will put me at 1:45. Make sure you have that, because now I have done this here to get me where I needed to get here in the 45 minutes. So now my minutes match, and I can move on to hours. So I'm at 1:45. 1:45 plus 1 hour would be 2:45. And 2:45 plus 1 more hour would be 3:45. My end time now matches where I'm at. And so I just have to calculate how much time has passed. So 2 hours and 23 minutes. 2 hours, 23 minutes is our elapsed time. Okay. Moving on to the end unknown, it tells me that my start time is 7:26 a.m. and that how much time passes or elapsed is 3 hours and 11 minutes. So I set this up here with my time and then my minutes / hours. And my start time is 7:26. So I'm going to write that here on my left column. And then in the right, I'm going to start adding minutes and hours. So go ahead and start with the minutes. I'm going to break up 11 minutes into 1 and 10. So I'm going to add 1 minute, which would be 7:27. Then I'm going to add the 10 minutes, which would be 7:37. And I'm now done with my minutes. So I'm going to cross them out. Like I said, I like to feel accomplished there, like a checklist. Done. And now I can do my hours. I can do them 1 at a time, or I can do 3. I'm going to go ahead and do 3 because I know that 7 plus 3 is 10. That's one of our 10s facts. So I'm going to go ahead and say 3 hours. And then that would be 10:37 a.m. And that would be our end time. Because you see, 3 hours, 11 minutes, 3 hours, 11 minutes. We did exactly what it told us to do, so now we're done. And last but not least, our start unknown. So we have our end time, which is 8:47 p.m. So that's what time whatever we did ended. And we know that whatever we did it for 2 hours and 4 minutes. So if we were playing a soccer game, if our soccer game lasted for 2 hours and 4 minutes and it ended at 8:47 p.m., what time did it start? That's what we need to figure out. So I'm going to write minutes / hours here. All right, so let's always start with our minutes. We'll do 4 minutes. And remember that we're going back in time, so now we have to use subtraction. Sorry about that. Okay, so we have 8:47 and we're taking away 4 minutes, giving us 8:43. Okay, and we're done with our minutes, so I can cross that bad boy out. Now I've got 2 hours, so I'm going to write 2 hours. 8 minus 2 would be 6:43. And now we've done it all. So that means that our start time was 6:43 p.m. I hope this was helpful to you all, and I will do more lessons, and also we can do some Google Meet conferences if you need some additional assistance. Love and miss you guys.